Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security High School Game of the Week. Adam Mahaney alongside Tim Kinney. 0-0 your score. As you see, Hampden with the ball here. It's a fumble. And it looks like, I'm going to say Brewer's got this one.
No, he's going to, yeah, he didn't. He gave it to Brewer. And that's a good job of Brewer getting down to the football. Look, that's the first time they went to the shotgun, and what happened was he didn't catch the ball. The hand-eye coordination wasn't there. He tried to run before he caught it. And falling on the football that time for Brewer.
Jonathan Toms.
So he's come up big tonight for the Witches so far here in the first half with a couple key tackles and, of course, now the fumble recovery.
So Rick Adams will bring this Brewer offense back on the field, probably looking to run the ball again. They've had success doing that. They don't really throw the ball too much here. That Brewer, I've noticed lately, that's been more of a run. We'll see if maybe they go back to what they did last year with some of the option plays again, or if they stick with just the handoff. And the handoff is going to be given to number 17. That's Tim Bush. And Bush gets it up to about the 39 here.
Brought down that time by Josh Ranger. Did a great job of, like you said, they're going to stick with their run game. They're going to probably try to just wear Hampden out with that power football, off tackle or right up the 5-hole, as I call it. Give it to them and play a little Redskin smash mouth football here in Hampden.
This is classic Class B Eastern Maine football. Just run the ball, see what you can do.
Grind it out.
Adams hands it off to Burnham. Burnham along the far side. He's not going to go too far. Wrapped up and brought down on the play there by number 52 of Hampden Academy. Jared Kelsey, number 60, was in there as well.
And Mike Butler also went on the tackle that time for the Broncos.
And Adams will come back to the line here. And now we're going to have some flags here. We'll see you.
Jumping that time.
And it's going to be a full start on Brewer, so Brewer will back up 5 yards, and we're going to be looking at a 3rd and 11 now.
Checking into the game for the Witches now. Number 53, Anthony No. Some of the linemen getting a little break here, and also Bobby Coombs bringing in the play for the Witches, as we see.
No, a senior and Coombs a senior. Brewer fielding a lot of seniors on the line now. We may see a pass play here. Coombs is lined up along the near side here. And also you're going to mention the tight end, Ryan Babin. Adams is going to keep it. He's scrambling now, stumbles. He's going to throw over the head of Burnham, but we have 2 flags on the play.
No question. We can see that up here. We got, I believe, an illegal block in the back on the Witches. Defensive guy beat the Brewer defensive lineman through, and he didn't want him to get his quarterback tackled, so he just kind of gave him a shove in the back, told him to get out of the way. But unfortunately, the referee and the umpire were standing right in between the whole play. Yeah, that's what it is. He was blocking the back.
Well, if the refs don't see it, it's a good decision, but when they're standing right there, sometimes.
Anytime you get 2 flags, you know that somebody's definitely guilty.
So now, your 3rd and 11 now has just moved into quite a bit more here.
3rd and 21, 3rd and 22, I believe.
Let's see what they put up here on the scoreboard. The ball's on the 17 now, and they're going to be looking at, well, I'm going to say 3rd and about 21. 26, so 15-yard penalty. And now
Hampden with 8 people in the box. Down Brewer to throw.
Adams looking, he's throwing across the middle. The pass is going to be incomplete, intended for Bob Coombs, the senior.
Well, did a little 15-yard pass pattern and then tried to cut to the inside, a little post play. Just Adams couldn't connect that time with him, threw it to the inside. Got to lead the receiver.
So Fitzpatrick will be back deep to punt for Brewer. And Seeger setting up around the 50 to return the kick, so it will be good field position here for the Broncos. Fitzpatrick awaiting the snap here, and we'll see if what type of rush Hampden comes with. It's a high kick here. It's going to take a bounce around the 45. It's going to take a bounce again. And took a good bounce there for Brewer. It's going to go out at the 45. So Hampden set to take over. We're going to take a break. 10:08 to go, second quarter. Nothing your score. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.
Security. You know what it means, and now you know where to find it. Seaboard. If you're responsible for a school, business, healthcare facility, or any other organization, the only word you need to know when it comes to keeping your facility secure is Seaboard. Because your students, customers, patients, employees, all the people who depend on you can depend on us. You just have to remember one word: Seaboard.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. Hampden Academy on offense now. Smith's going to hand it off to Ross. Ross crosses the 50, brought down around the 47. Good carry there by Kyle
he had
Ross.
68 yards to date. Looks like he picked up a good 6 yards on that, so that's going to put him, 4 yards here in the first half.
I want to thank some more of our sponsors. Page Employment, Maine's first employment service, a member of the American Staffing Association, and voted Bangor's #1 staffing agency. Seaboard Security, providing uniformed security officers to Maine companies since 1988. Security you can trust.
Boy, you look at both teams, and they love to run these misdirection plays against each other, try to freeze the linebackers. And
this time it's going to be a handoff to Smith. Crosses the 45, up to the 40. And Ross gets to about the 39 there, so good carry for Kyle Ross again.
Well, he had the wing back and the and the tight end over on that side. Plus, he had a fullback going over there and one of the tackles. So he had 5 blockers going to the left side that time, and only 2 Brewer defenders. What did he pick up? 7 or 8 yards for another first down.
So Kyle Ross really doing a great job there in the backfield for the Broncos, as he's carrying the ball, but every carry, he's pretty much had positive gainage on it, so that's always a good sign.
Anytime you can carry the ball at 6 yards a pop, I'll take that on my team anytime, no matter what age group.
And the handoff this time to Seeger. He crosses the 35 before being brought down around the 34.
Brought down that time by number 17, the middle linebacker for Brewer, Mr. Bobby Bush.
So Hampden, we've yet to see the passing game that Coach McCluskey talked about, but when you've been able to run the ball for this much success, you want to stay away from that passing game.
No sense to. He's eating the clock up. He's probably got some great time possession the Broncos have carried tonight. And like you said, every time they're running wide, they're having 3 or 4 blockers, especially on their blocks to the outside.
Handoff to Ross on the outside. He gets inside to about the 25. So another good carry there by Ross. And you got to wonder if Hampden Academy didn't fumble those two carries earlier.
And had the 2 penalties down there, the 2 holes. They might have been able to punch one in. But, they're not doing anything different that Brewer hasn't seen here in the first 20-something minutes of the game. They're just running the ball wide. They're giving the ball to Ross. He's had 4 or 5 blockers out in front of him. So like I said, it's almost like the Redskins with that power football. Just take the 2 tackles and the defensive end and pull everybody around the corner and dare the defense to come in and make the tackle, and they can't do it right now.
So Smith has a man in motion. That's Justin Kelsey. The handoff was to Ross, and Ross gets back up to the line of scrimmage that time.
Brewer had a little stunt going on that time with a linebacker on the outside, which he shot the gap and almost got him, but Ryan Babin came in and made a great defensive play that time for the Witches.
Now, Hampden Academy, a lot of people may not realize this. They don't play on grass. It's field turf, which is pretty much the same stuff they have at Husson College.
Yeah.
Handoff here to Seeger. Seeger up across the 20.
Boy, what a great second effort. He was hit that time, kept his legs going. Does exactly what a halfback should do. Spins, does get a great spin move to the inside, kept the legs pumping, and it carried Brewer back about 4 or 5 yards. Great job that time.
Gonna bring up 3rd and 3 from the 20 here.
You talk about this field, this is homecoming. They've had 2 soccer games, 2 field hockey games on this. They started at 9 o'clock this morning playing their varsity sports on this field.
And if this was grass, the field would be in some rough shape.
Be chewed pretty bad.
Smith keeps it himself, gets up to about the 15, and a flag thrown in. There's gonna be a hold on Hampden Academy.
That's probably when a coach is frustrated. He knows he was going to get tackled, and one of his backs came in and grabbed the guy that was going to tackle, and you just say to yourself, why? You know, he gets some positive yardage. Now instead of probably a 4th and 2, it's going to bring up 3rd and 17, probably 3rd and 17, 3rd and 18.
And this field also serves as the softball field for Hampden Academy. So this sports complex got its name definitely used here.
Yeah, and I was talking to Ben Greenlaw, that's the acting AD down here right now, and he says every single night from junior high right up through the varsity level, there is something going on in this field directly after school till late at night, and as well as it should be.
And Smith back under center for Hampden here. Gonna fake the handoff to Seeger. He's gonna keep it himself. And there's another fumble on the play picked up by number 7. That's Justin Kelsey. Some great heads-up play there by Kelsey of Hampden as he avoided a turnover here, and he brings it up to about the 20.
He avoids a turnover, and of course, me being an official, you see the old little bean bags fly. And for people that are wondering why, that's to key the other officials that when the ball is loose on the field and you see one of those little blue or white bean bags fly, that tells everybody don't blow your whistle because the ball's loose. Great job. There were 3 bean bags out that time by the referees. They held their whistles and did a great job of watching the play. But now Hampden's in a situation here with what, 4th and 6 to go?
4th and 4.
4th and 4.
Wow, you mentioned those beanbags. That just goes to show you that all the refs are on the same page with each other tonight.
That's why we have a pregame a half an hour before we go on the field.
And Smith is going to throw the pass completed to Seeger. Crosses the 15, diving forward. Going to be brought down around the 12, 11-yard line. Going to be close to a first down. I believe he's going to have it.
Brought down once again by Tristan Olmixer making the tackle, but that'll put them on the 12-yard line. More importantly, they're starting to knock on the door, but they can also get another first down here.
Here we go. Now this is when the Brewer defense is going to have to pick it up. You're in the red zone here.
Yeah, they've got to step it up and shine right now. This is where they've got to rise to the occasion and make the stance right here.
Brewer defense allowing 25 points a game, and the Hampden offense is putting up 17 a game. And that's going to be
Jonathan Toms again. Great job that time coming from his defensive tackle position. I believe he's only a sophomore stepping into the Witches lineup, and he's done a tremendous job here in the first half.
Going to bring up 2nd down now for Hampden. They got it up to the 10, so 2nd and 8. We're going to have a whistle and a timeout. Timeout Brewer. So with 6 minutes to go, we're going to take a timeout as well. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security High School Game of the Week.
Come on, Brewer, let's go!
Selection without service would be like sunshine without the warmth. Our jewelers have the experience and the tools to renew, repair, or even create jewelry with the warmth of real quality. We're Quality Jewelers. Browse in our new, larger location in Penobscot Plaza on Washington Street in Bangor.
We'd like to thank all our employees, office staff, and of course our business clients for helping Page Employment win the Market Surveys of America's 2006 Best Employment Agency Award for the 2nd year in a row. We're very proud of our employees and managers and the great work they do. And this year, Page Employment received a MEMIC Safety Management Award for creating a safe and caring place to work. Congratulations to all from Page Employment.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security High School Game of the Week. The Hampden Academy Broncos, the Brewer Witches. Tim Kinney alongside. I'm Adam Mahaney. The handoff this time is going to be given, I believe, to Ross.
It looks like Seeger on that play.
Seeger couldn't quite get the number.
Little misdirection, although Ross is up to 99 yards here. We're only in the first half. But what they did is they sent him to the left side, tried to fake it in a misdirection play where they brought Seeger around to the backside, but nothing doing. The Witches right now stifling the Broncos here with no gain here in the last 2 plays. 3rd and what?
Third and 6.
It says 3rd and 6, but those stakes look a little closer to the back chain.
3rd and a long 6.
3rd and long 6. That's very long 6.
So Smith looking to get it started here for Hampden Academy. He has Seeger in the backfield. And he is going to give it to Seeger. Seeger diving forward. Will be brought down around the 7. Or excuse me, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
Looks like he's on the 2-yard line now, isn't he? It's hard, it's hard to see with all the lines. We've got field hockey lines.
He is on the 2-yard line.
We've got soccer lines here, but it looks like he's down to the 2-yard line. We could disregard all those yellow lines out there.
And he didn't get the first down, so it's 4th
and
and 1. This could be a big stance for Brewer. This could be a huge offensive play for Hampden. The crowds are starting to get into it here. Smith back under center. He could just lunge for it. They give it to Ross. Ross spinning. End zone. Touchdown.
Great job that time by Ross. Hit on the line of scrimmage. He was determined to get into the end zone, and he just turns and spins, and he was so determined to get into the end zone, and he got into the house for a second.
And the fireworks are exploding here at Hampden Academy. As Kyle Ross puts it in the end zone for the Broncos. Ross, the 5'7" senior, 200 pounds. He's the fullback. Over 100 yards rushing now. A great performance so far in the first half alone. And now kicking it for Hampden is number 26. That's going to be Ryan Lindemann. And the kick is up. The kick hits the upright and then goes in. So Hampden Academy up on top, 7-0. 4:32 to go. We're going to take a break. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security High School Game of the Week.
Northeastern Log Home's 4-star promise: to design the dream home that's perfect for you and your family, to ensure your home will be built with materials of the highest quality and durability and offered at a fair price, to deliver a complete easy build package with more of what you need, like Anderson windows, Owens Corning shingles, and Morgan doors, to provide factory direct expert assistance every step of the way for as long as you own your home.
Come visit us in Kenduskeag and we'll help build your dreams with our experience.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. As Hampden Academy just kicked off and went out of bounds, the flag on the play there already. So Brewer's going to get good field position to start this.
We'll see if they'll take the ball on the 35 and have them re-kick.
I would take the ball probably on the 35.
Yeah, I think that's what Coach Found's going to do. One thing that I disagree with, and I talk to the officials when we have our meetings every Tuesday night, you watch the penalties that are in college football, and I mean, hey, it means a little more. The college football kids are on scholarship, and the coaches get to make the decisions on penalties. We have to let a high school kid make decisions here. Granted, it's good for them, but in crucial situations, you really would like the coach to make the decision, not put it on a 16 to 17-year-old kid.
And you being a parent, Timmy, sometimes high school kids don't make the best decisions.
Well, they don't. I mean, they're wonderful kids, don't get me wrong, but, they don't understand the rules of the game. They're there to play the game.
The handoff there to Burnham, and Burnham's going to be wrapped up by a couple Broncos there.
In on the tackle at times, number 62, Mike Butler.
And also number 5, Craig Sarnecki for the Broncos, and this Broncos crowd and the Broncos team.
Well, I got him a little lifted right there. I mean, anytime you score, this is homecoming. We just talked about it, how the hill was starting to fill in the bleachers, but we didn't realize behind the bleachers, they're probably 6 or 7 deep.
And not to mention they're gathering behind the end zone.
We get the old football games going on, too. Those are always special behind there.
Oh, yeah, you have the football game on the field, and you got about 6 or 7 going on behind the game.
Everywhere you go, that's what always happens.
And Adams is going to be passing this time, looking. He's got a man. And the pass is going to be incomplete, intended for number 6, Wilson Briggs.
Did a great job that time. It just didn't. I don't think he kept his eye on the football. Did a great job that time.
And with that, we're going to take a break. We'll come right back after this. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security High School Game of the Week between the Brewer Witches and the Hampden Academy Broncos.
And as you see, a great crowd, and I have to get that guy in the middle in the gray coat right there. That's Vinny Susi, a nice guy that I work with at UPS, and I told him we were doing the game, and I said I told him I was going to make sure I get him on TV, so he's on the big screen now. That's Vinny Susi, whose sons have played here at Hampden.
And now, Adams will be back under center here for Brewer. We have a flag on the play, and the pass is high, almost intercepted, and then almost caught by number 25 for Brewer. And that's Tom Jackson.
Tommy Jackson, a sophomore coming into the game, but once again, Brewer, we got an illegal motion penalty. It's like one of the backs took off before it was snapped. Boy, you know, we're talking about Vinny and stuff. I'm going to pay for that, I guarantee you, when he sees this on TV. I'll probably need an agent.
Now, let's see what the penalty is here. It looks like it might be on Hampden.
No, it's on Brewer. Oh, it is? I don't know what he saw. Oh, I think he's trying to tell him what he did wrong.
Let's see, it's a dead ball foul.
No, bring it back,
bring it back, yeah, fourth down.
Fourth down. What Hampden did, it was an incompleted pass. Instead of having 3rd and 15, they just declined it to bring up fourth down, so Brewer will punt now.
Always a smart decision. Never want to risk taking it.
That's kind of when you're, even though the official's talking to you, you kind of got to look over to the coach.
Give me a signal, coach.
Yeah, give me a signal. Right decision that time.
So Fitzpatrick will be back to punt for Brewer. Seeger back to receive for the Broncos. Good snap. The kick is up, almost blocked there by the Broncos. It's going to bounce at the 37, roll to about the 32, and it's going to be down there.
Down that time by Bobby Coombs, and almost getting in on the play that time for Hampden was number 62, Mike Butler.
So Hampden Academy will be taken to the field here. We're going to take a break. 7-0 Broncos over the Brewer Witches. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.
During our lifetime, priorities change, and we begin to seek out products that enhance our lives. We move and we grow and come to realize what's truly important. We begin to understand the value of our time and see the results of investing wisely. Priorities change, standards don't. Paradigm Windows of Portland, Maine. Window solutions for life.
Available from Carefree Window and Siding Company. Call 989-4260.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. The Hampden Academy Broncos, the Brewer Witches. And Smith is going to give it off to Seeger. Seeger up to the 37, 38-yard line.
Northbury picks up 7 yards on the play, and he's brought down once again by number 17, Tim Bush of the Brewer Witches. Got to be Bush's 5th or 6th tackle here of the first half.
I want to thank Quality Jewelers, new locations in the Penobscot Plaza in Bangor for all your fine jewelry needs. Carefree Windows and Siding for all your siding, window, and roofing needs. Everyone at Carefree wishes you a successful football season. And Smith is going to hand it off here to Ross again, and Ross has got a first down and more. Brought down around the 42-yard line.
Once again, another 6 yards for the Broncos, this time up the middle. Brought down by a host of Witches, but not before he gets another 6-yard gain. So, you know, you talk about maybe he wanted to throw the football, but he's had so much success on the ground here in the first half, he doesn't even need to put the ball up in the air.
And Hampden now. Coming back to the line. Smith back under center. Gives the pitch off to Seeger. Seeger running to the outside 45. Up to about the 48, 49-yard line before being brought down on the play there.
Well, they're kind of playing a cat and mouse game here with the Witches. It's up the middle, then a misdirection play to the left or right. But Brewer's kind of got a guess of, you know, they might know the ball's going to go to the outside, but is it going to go to the left or the right? And he's freezing the linebackers a little bit before they have got to hesitate and go in. And once again, he's picked up, 5 yards on the play.
I want to thank Bangor Optical with locations in Bangor. Check out their new office, Eye Center Optical, located in the Weber Building by EMMC in Bangor. Smith is going to keep it up to the 50, spinning Adams trying to rip that ball loose. Couldn't. And Smith gets up to about the 49 there.
And on the tackle of that play, Mike Campbell for Brewer on the play. Speaking of the Broncos, you know, number 43, we talked about getting over 100 yards that time cross, but Seeger's now almost up to 50 yards. So it'll be interesting when we see the stats here, what they've got for rushing yardage, and also with the quarterback, you know, doing a good job of running the football here in the first half of Broncos.
Looking at 3rd and 1 from the 48, it's going to be Ross. He's got the first down and more. He breaks a tackle up to the 40, still wrestling away. And that was a tackle right there. He just grabbed the jersey, and Ross was pulling him and almost ran out of the jersey.
He was determined, and that shows the senior leadership of a kid like that right there. This is homecoming. It means a lot. This is something that he's going to take with him for the rest of his life, playing in front of a huge crowd at homecoming, and he was determined, and not one guy, not one person of which is going to bring him down. They've got a team tackle him tonight.
And Hampden coming back to the line here. 1:08 to go, second quarter. 7-0 your score. Smith. We're going to have a flag. It looks like Hampden might have jumped early. Want to thank Jim Small Engine for all your small engine needs. Repairs along with sales and service. Bangor Tire, caring for all your automobile needs. Da Vinci Signs, when quality matters. Located in the Pinewood Business Park in Herman. Dunnett's Incorporated, located in the Penobscot Plaza in Bangor. Dunnett's has done it again. Also Nations Rent, your full service equipment resource located on Hammond Street in Bangor. They also provided us with this lift that we're in tonight, giving us a great view of this field.
Yeah, and 50 seconds left, 1st and 15. I'll be curious to see if Coach McCluskey for Hampden will air it out.
And Smith is scrambling. He's going to air it out. Got a man. It's intercepted. Tristan Olmixer picks it off. And he gets up to the 32. A great interception there and a big stop for the Brewer defense.
Well, give Jonathan Toms a credit coming in from his defensive tackle position untouched. He chased him out of the pocket. When the pocket collapsed, he flushed him to the outside. Kind of forced it in there a little too much, and Olmixer was right there to pick it off for the Witches.
So Tristan Olmixer in there for the interception. The senior, number 7, coming up big there for Brewer. And now Rick Adams is looking to march this team down the field, 33.7 to go. It'll be interesting to see if they just try to launch one down there, if they're just going to stick with their ground game and go into halftime trailing only by 7. It's going to be a handoff to number 10 for Brewer. And that's
Kobe Hutchins, another sophomore.
Brewer wants the timeout right off, so Hutchins with a big game, so we're going to take a break. Brewer wants a timeout. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security High School Game of the Week. 7-0 your score in favor of Hampden Academy.
1928 Bangor Tire was founded on simple concepts, offer quality products, price them right with service second to none. Vehicles have changed a lot over the years, and Bangor Tire leads the way with today's best products and service, like Cooper Tires, Monroe Shocks and Struts, and Walker Exhaust Parts. And the Shine Shop will make your pride and joy shine like new. So whether your car or truck needs brakes, a front end alignment, exhaust, some TLC, or the best in tire service, count on the folks you've trusted for 70 years. Bangor Tire Company.
Security. You know what it means. And now you know where to find it. Seaboard. If you're responsible for a school, business, healthcare facility, or any other organization, the only word you need to know when it comes to keeping your facility secure is Seaboard. Because your students, customers, patients, employees, all the people who depend on you can depend on us. You just have to remember one word. Seaboard.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security High School Game of the Week. The Brewer Witches, the Hampden Academy Broncos. 23.7 to go here in the second quarter. 7-0 in favor of Hampden. As Adams looking to pass, he's got Babin. It's caught, completed, and brought down around the 37. And Brewer, wants another timeout. This is their final timeout here in the first half.
Well, brought the ball down to the 36. Great job, Babin. Great from his his tight end position. Nothing but a goal route right down the middle of the field, and Adams did a great job of lofting it over the linebackers. They were in pass defense protection. He did a great job of lofting it over. Babin reaches out and catches it for another Brewer first down.
And high-quality DVDs of this game will be available. Call Eric Baxter at 9615. It's the Page Employment Seaboard Security High School Game of the Week. The Brewer Witches, the Hampden Academy Broncos, homecoming here at Hampden Academy. As we mentioned earlier, it's been a busy day here at Hampden. You had girls soccer, boys soccer, field hockey, and football all on one day. That's an athletic director's dream day.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. We couldn't wait to get here this morning and leave at 10 o'clock tonight. On a lighter note, I'd like to personally send my condolences, my family, and of course with you, Adam, on the passing of Eric's father last week. Eric's father was the go-behind guy on starting this MVB production to put over, thousands and thousands of kids on TV. So to Eric and Pam, we're with you, and God bless you and your family on the passing of your father. We really appreciate what he's done over the years for all of us. So thank you very much.
And Adams is going to pitch it to Hutchins. Hutchins going to air it up. Down deep. It's going to be intercepted, though. Seeger there to make the interception. Hutchinson did not just have enough on it on that play, but
looks like he didn't. He might have gripped the football, but he almost threw a ball that went really high, like to a ball that was batted to center field. It looks like a little ball. Maybe didn't get quite the grip on the ball that he wanted.
So Brewer trying to pull out some tricks there to catch Hampden sleeping. Hampden wasn't sleeping, though. As you noticed, their defense kind of fell back. It was kind of expecting something like that. Hampden's taking a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them. 10.3 to go here in the second quarter. 7-0 Hampden Academy over Brewer. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.
Jim Small Engines on Snow's Corner Road in Orrington has what you need when it comes to tackling yard work. Whether you're looking for expert service and repair from guys with more years of experience than they may care to admit, or if you're in the market for a new mower, snow blower, string trimmer, generator, or pressure washer, Jim Small Engines on Snow's Corner Road in Orrington is the right place to go. Call Jim Small Engines at 825-3527 or visit them on the web at jimsmallengines.com.
We'd like to thank all our employees, office staff, and of course our business clients for helping Page Employment win the Market Surveys of America's 2006 Best Employment Agency Award for the second year in a row. We're very proud of our employees and managers and the great work they do. And this year, Page Employment received a MEMIC Safety Management Award for creating a safe and caring place to work. Congratulations to all from Page Employment.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. Hampden Academy dropping back here. The handoff was going to be to Ross. And our cameraman got faked out on that play.
He never does.
I know, I guess they can't watch the TV for plays anymore.
Well, once again, they'll just give it to Ross. Off the left tackle. Picks up 8 yards on the play. Brought down by Timmy Bush for the Witches. And let's see what they're going to have for a trick play or something here with 4.9. I mean, they've got a
You don't see too often where
76 yards to go here, so I don't know what he's going to try to pull out of his hat, but maybe he's got something up his sleeve here.
Busky taking the timeout with 4.9 to go here in the second quarter. See if they're going to air it out, maybe run some plays here. And
well, you know, we talked about this complex right over to our left. So you can't really see it, but that's the Bordick Park, a great baseball complex named after Mike Bordick, of course, who played a long time with the Baltimore Orioles that we all know. And he's come back and graduated the school here along with Ricky Craven. Softball's here. I mean, it's just a wonderful facility. And like I said, talking to Ben Greenlaw, the athletic director, you know, talking about a nightmare, but it's good for the kids. And there's at least 2 games every night here after school, sometimes a junior high game and then a varsity game following it.
Smith will be under center. When you're talking about Mike Bordick, not too many people can say that the fielding-wise, the greatest shortstop ever to play the game went to your high school. And the pass is going to be intercepted. Brewer has intercepted the pass, number 3 for Brewer with the interception. And he's going to be wrestled and thrown down hard at the 40. Interception made by the junior Caleb Smith. So that brings it to halftime. Hampden 7, Brewer nothing. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll be on the field for some on-field interviews. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security High School Game of the Week.
Selection without service would be like sunshine without the warmth. Our jewelers have the experience and the tools to renew, repair, or even create jewelry with the warmth of real quality. We're Quality Jewelers. Browse in our new, larger location in Penobscot Plaza on Washington Street in Bangor.